Well, this has been...
That's a mess as well.
That's a real mess. Marc Marquez, well, he's had some massive crashes of late. The big crash in practice in Austin, the high-speed crash.
Be a red flag.
This is a red flag.
Taken out
This is a red flag. Our hopes are with Alex Marquez. That was a sickening incident there. I mean, they can do. Let's hope that Joan Zarco is going to be okay. Red flag once again. No choice but to stop this. No choice whatsoever. We've seen down the years so many nasty incidents.
What is there even to say? We just finished a doubleheader, and my god, this has to be the most chaotic back-to-back races I've ever seen. And it all starts in France, specifically the sprint.
Factory player and Hoy Martin.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Has confirmation to lead.
And when I tell you this man fucked the fuck off at the front, he did that shit. Now, as far as sprints go, this one was pretty boring, honestly. Fabio, Mir, Mark, nothing will happen.
Right, passenger here goes Marc Marquez. And this is a monumental get-off for the reigning world champion. You can see the and more misery.
The fact that he just walked away from this relatively unscathed, he is the Man of Steel. Henry Cavill has nothing on him. Now, when I say relatively, he did fracture his fifth metatar. Fuck, he fucked some shit up in his leg. He's out of Le Mans, he's out of Catalan, and probably Mugello. Yeah, not gonna lie, this not looking good for the cut this year. And of course, the sprint demon wins the sprint in a lonely fashion.
Vive la France! We are in Paris! So excited to be here, can't wait for the show tomorrow. Love you much!
Boy, he got that shit on though.
That guy got hit in the head with a...
Aprilia RSGP.
Where have I seen this before?
Two bikes. Crashed again. Crashed again. Yeah, you can still.
See, in MotoGP, you have good moments like this. Martin winning the race coming from 7th on the grid, but you can't have the good without the bad. Lap 12 of Barcelona is when shit really hits the fan. Watching this live, I genuinely thought Alex Marquez had died, bro. And in all the mayhem, D'Antonio gets hit with a wheel too. What the fuck? So not long after, the red flags come out, and then we get a restart. And if the first crash wasn't bad enough, this one had to happen. Yo fam, when I seen Zarco's legs stuck in that fucking bike, and not long after the race was done, he came out and said, yeah, I'm fine, which, bro, that's insane. I don't know how he didn't lose a knee. He tumbled with his knee stuck in a Desmo Sedici GP26. And you guessed it, another red flag. In a span of 30 minutes, we've had 2 red flags. Shout out Miller Taxi Services.
Appreciated, mate.
And 3 different race starts. Did anybody think maybe we should just call it a weekend and just go to the next round? On the third restart, Acosta is on pole, and he gets away pretty good. He's got Martin and Fernandez for company. Remember those 2 names. Acosta's leading for most of the race. You know, I think he can really get his first win here. Okay, not quite, but you know, it can't get worse than this.
Oh,
Acosta down.
Acosta goes down.
Sir, a second Trackhouse has just hit a KTM. And we have to discuss how terrible of a human being this man is, bro. Why are you shoving your fucking team, bro? Fuck this guy. To me, ever since he joined Aprilia, it's just been negativity, and just bullshit. He doesn't want to be there. I personally think because he didn't get the factory seat, everything else can just die in a fucking fire to him. This is what it all stems from. Just the factory Ducati seat. That's all he ever wanted. And if it's not that, he doesn't want it. And who comes out on top? Fabio Digen and fucking Tonio. And you gotta remember, Digia is a guy who only shows up when his contract is at risk. Any other time, don't count on him for nothing. And things would only go downhill for the Martinator from here when we get to Hungary.
Lights out and racing in MotoGP here in the Grand Prix of Hungary. Now the brakes with Pedro on the run to the first corner. Sideways goes high. Martin out of shape, out of control.
Are also out.
I may not have a brain, gentlemen, but I have an idea.
Jorge didn't just take himself out. No, he took out Digia, Fernandez, Aldeguer, and championship leader at the time, Marco Bezzecchi. It just makes me so mad, bro. He took out everybody who could go for the win. Key players in the championship, gone, wiped out like that. Enough about Martin. This round did bless us with some good Pedro vs Mark fighting. I can't believe we had to wait so long just to get this one race of them fighting, but it was so worth it. Pedro still didn't come out on top though. I'm sorry. Fuck, man. Things would only get worse for another Aprilia rider. No, not Martin. Bezzecchi.
Who's gone down turn 3?
Yeah, we heard it in our headsets. It's Marco Bezzecchi.
It's Bez, Marco Bezzecchi. And now Marco Bezzecchi has blown it once again on Sprint Saturdays.
Now, this crash might look bad. Yes, he lost points, but it gets worse from here. So this is what Dorna showed you, right? Just a normal crash. This is all we know. What they didn't show you was Bez slapping a Marshall. When I saw this, I was absolutely disgusted. I mean, you can't even defend this. And he's my profile picture.
Hey, Krispy Kreme donuts, we glazing.
Rightfully so, he got a race ban. As he should. But now, he's down a potential 37 fucking points. The good thing is that he did apologize. And he did own up to it. And he said, you know, that was on him. No more Bezzecchi. Let's talk about somebody different.
But I ain't got a chance in the first MotoGP pole here.
Does move into pole position.
Holy shit.
Style, he's done it in dominant fashion. A 151.1. Sun gets the job done here in Assen. Agura is a first-time winner in MotoGP. This was coming. He's been threatening a big result.
Ogura-san, you have brought great honor to the Japanese people. I just want to fish.
We all knew this was coming, right? The Agura win, it was inevitable. By a mile, he's been the most consistent rider, scoring consistent podiums, just doing his thing. Do you know how refreshing it is seeing somebody win that isn't a Spaniard or an Italian? And a Japanese at that? The last time a Japanese won a race was 22 years ago. Props to him because that was insane. Why didn't Nakagami do this? And as I've said before, when one Aprilia rises, another must fall.
All here out of podium contention, and this was big. This was a huge who has lost the front.
No, bro, no.
I mean, you gotta feel for Bez, bro. It's so unfortunate what's happened to him in the past races, and you know, it sucks. As a fucking Bez fan, this shit sucks. Let me chill. You know, maybe Saxon Ring, he can bounce back, right?
Marco Bezzecchi straight away into the line.
I have no words. He was on his second flying lap, and he crashed and broke his collarbone. It's hard to look at this version of Bez and think that a couple races ago he was winning everything. Pole positions, all of that. If Bez isn't scoring points or finishing races, that's a problem because all the other title contenders they're gonna score high points. Suddenly, that big gap you had at the start of the year, it's gone. And you have guys like Aguro who's super consistent, who's always scoring points in the top 5. And remember, at one point, Marquez was down like 100 points, and now, all of a sudden, he's right in the mix. Points breakdown!
Brother,
Aguro in second is insane work. I'm telling you, he's my pick for the championship. I really hope it's him. It also would not surprise me if Mark came out and won this whole thing by a mile long. Well, it's not good, but it's not bad, but he has some fucking work to do. Now, I don't think Digia can win, but I think he's top 3, top 4 in the championship. Extra notes before the video ends. In a crazy turn of events, KTM screwed over Maverick and now he might not even be on the grid for next year. For some reason, Pedro's bike keeps blowing up. KTM reliability, right? And to no surprise, all Mir does has crashed for all of 2026. Yamaha is still shit. I swear they're not even developing the V4 anymore. They're just showing up with the same shit and hoping Fabio does something. Well fellas, that's all I had. This video was longer than I wanted it to be, but I think it's some of my best work. Please subscribe. I need to make it out the hood badly, bro. Just subscribe for your boy.
حتى الأراضي ساموا رسول أهل العزائم